Hi my friends, welcome back. This is A Course in Miracles lesson 31. This lesson is so good. I did this morning for myself and I have a lot of notes on the lesson, a lot of things that I want to share with you. So we are going to read the lesson, make some comments with my notes, and we're going to do the first guided practice together. Today is my birthday, so I'm very excited to be here with you and share this. The lesson is truly a gift for all of us. So let's do it. A Course in Miracles lesson 31. I'm not the victim of the world I see. Today's idea is the introduction to your declaration to release. Declaration of release. Again, the idea should be applied to both the world you see without and the world you see within. In applying the idea, we use a form of practice which will be used more and more with change as indicated. Generally speaking, the form includes two aspects, one in which you apply the idea on a more sustained basis and the other consisting of frequent applications of the idea throughout the day. So that's the gift. We are introducing the declaration of release. 2 longer periods of practice with the idea for today are needed, one in the morning and one at night. 3 to 5 minutes for each of these are recommended. During that time, look about you slowly while repeating the idea 2 or 3 times. Then close your eyes and apply the same idea to your inner world. You escape from both together, for the inner is the cause of the outer. As you survey your inner world, merely let whatever thoughts cross your mind come into your awareness, each to be considered for a moment, and then replaced by the next. Try not to establish any kind of hierarchy among them. Watch them come and go as dispassionately as possible. Do not dwell on anyone in particular, but try to let the stream move on evenly and calmly, without any special event on your part as you sit quietly. Watch your thoughts repeat today's idea to yourself as often as you care to, but with no sense of hurry. So we are doing one practice in the morning, one practice at night, 3 to 5 minutes each. We are going to start with our eyes open, repeating the idea of the lesson, looking around us, whatever is around us, we are looking around us, repeating the idea of the lesson. I'm not a victim of the world I see. You can repeat 2, 3 times with eyes open, and then they're closing our eyes. And whatever thoughts arise with our eyes closed, we're going to repeat the same idea with every single thought. I'm not the victim of the world I see. And then we can do that for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or as long as you're comfortable. And in addition, repeat the idea for today as often as possible during the day. So we're going to do morning, night, and during the day as often as possible. Remind yourself that you are making a declaration of independence in the name of your own freedom. And that's the gift. And in your freedom lies the freedom of the world. Well, I'll read the last paragraph. The idea for today is also a particularly useful one to use as a response to any form of temptation that may arise. It is a declaration that you will not yield to it and put yourself in bondage. So on this paragraph that says, you are making a declaration of independence in the name of your own freedom, and in your freedom lies the freedom of the world. So I have a lot of notes on that. I'm gonna read so I don't lose them. And they explain a lot of the lesson because on these few words, few phrases, we can unpack so much. Let's do it. We see, we perceive what we project, right? And we project what we believe, okay? So my reminder for you, for me, for us is, do not allow yourself to be victimized by your own beliefs. Because the idea of the lesson for me when I first read was can be very hard. I'm not the victim of the world I see. And then you can get that trauma, that memory, that situation that you truly believe you are a victim. And then we can remind ourselves with this phrase, do not allow yourself to be victimized by your own beliefs. Projection makes perception. Your beliefs are projected and they make perception. Where you are perceiving, where what you are perceiving is taking place in your mind, so comes from us, as say here, for the inner is the cause of the outer. So what is the origin? I'm not the victim of the world I see because the origin is in, right? And when we declare inner freedom, we are declaring the freedom of the world, because the outside world is a consequence of our inner world. So that's why it's a gift. I know it can be hard, but that's, if we understand the why, this is our declaration of release, declaration of independence in the name of our freedom. And I have a note on that too. Where I still believe that one history that happened to me that made me the victim, I am attacking myself. Remember that lesson, my attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. The ego doesn't want us to let the story go, because make us the victim over and over again. How can the same story, the same memory that happened still have power? Because we are still having the belief that we are the victims, and the ego doesn't want to let go because it can use somehow. So that's where, from what we are getting our freedom. This history is where the ego survives. We let the histories go, we are letting the ego go. And that's the freedom declaration. That's where your freedom lies. That's where you are getting your freedom from. As you let the victim story go, you are free from this. And that opens ourselves to the atonement, opens ourselves to the undoing of fear, opens ourselves to true perception. And that's where freedom lies. Let's see if I have anything else to share. Yeah, this lesson is can be pretty good. So when I was doing the lesson myself this morning, I did with eyes open, looking around me. And when I closed my eyes, instantaneously the thoughts that arrive while saying, I'm not the victim of the world I see, was every situation, memory that I had where I found myself being the victim, where I was perceiving myself as the victim. So with my eyes closed, every single moment that I thought I was the victim was arising. And I would look into that situation and say, I'm not the victim of the world I see. And then would come the next and the next and the next. Was many many situations that I found myself being the victim. And I did way more than 5 minutes. And for me, was very, as I did this lesson, I'm not a victim of the world I see, I also did a complementing practice of forgiveness for myself. And because I think it's very important while you are holding on these stories, on every single time that you believe you are the victim, you need to forgive yourself for that. And we are not saying what happened was right. We are just letting go of the stories, letting go of what the ego is using to survive, choose against us. We are freeing ourselves from that, what happened. And with that freedom, we are releasing ourselves from whatever happened. We don't need it. And also we are not the victims. We are the creators. So today we are doing that. We are making our declaration of independence in the name of our own freedom. We are not victims of the world we see. We are the creators. So that's my tip. If the thoughts that you were a victim arise, let them come. Repeat the lesson, I'm not the victim of the world I see, and let them go. These thoughts are coming, many. You are seeing them. Repeat the idea as much as you want. You can do a longer practice if you want, if you're comfortable with. You repeat the idea, I'm not the victim of the world I see. And you let that situation go. Come the next, repeat the idea, and you let go. You come the next, repeat the idea, and you let go. We are getting rid of any situation that we thought we were the victims, and we are declaring freedom from that. So let's do the practice. So I invite you to close your eyes, to take a deep breath. To be as present as possible. And now to look around you slowly, calmly. And you're going to say to yourself with eyes open, I'm not a victim of the world I see. You keep looking around you, whatever your eyes are looking, and you say slowly, I'm not a victim of the world I see. And you keep looking, and you repeat it again, I'm not a victim of the world I see. And now I invite you to close your eyes, to take a deep breath. And let any thought arise into the lesson right now. Into that thought, you're going to say to yourself, I'm not the victim of the world I see. Even if it's painful. even if it's emotionally charged situation. You're gonna say, I'm not a victim of the world I see. And you let it go. And you can let the next thought arises. And you're going to say to yourself, I am not a victim of the world I see. And you let it go. And you let the next thought arise and you say, I'm not a victim of the world I see. And you let go. From here you can continue on if you need, if you want, if you're comfortable. You can keep going. If you're good, that's one practice. For this practice, you can think in whatever situation you find yourself believing you were the victim, but also anything that may arise as relationships, finances, health, situations of people, places, politics, anything that arises can be a good subject for the exercise. I'm not the victim of the world I see. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that was helpful for you, and I hope you have an amazing day today. See you again tomorrow. Bye bye.